Welcome to the course of Internet of Things, in short IoT. In today's class, we are going to learn the concept of Arduino code with respect to Node-RED. In the previous video lectures, we have already started one project where if it is a sunny day or there is a huge light outside, the light sensor will be detecting that particular light, and there will be a tweet in the Twitter account. Okay, so for that particular project we have seen hardware requirements, software requirements, circuit explanation, and we have also seen the node-RED flow. Okay, so coming to the coding part, we need to use few external libraries and few special functions with respect to the Arduino, and we are going to see what are those external libraries and the special functions, and what are the serial monitor commands in order to display the data, and what are the commands in order to read the sensor data. All those things we are going to see in this particular video. Okay, so coming to the first external libraries, the most important and most uh, famous header files or the external libraries are spi.h and wi-fi.h. Okay, so a hash include spi.h is nothing but the serial peripheral interface header file, as well as wi-fi.h is used for the wireless fidelity in order to access or have an access to the internet connection. So these two are the header files which falls under external libraries. Now coming to the reading the sensor data. So as we are reading the light sensor data, we need to initialize int light value. Okay, and we need to read the sensor data. So we are using an command like void read sensor data. Okay, so in the circuit diagram in the previous videos, as I have already explained, the sensor, the light sensor, what we are taking is an analog sensor, right? So the analog light values should be always analog read. Okay, that means the command here what we have written is light value is equal to analog read of A0. So we are reading the analog pin A0 of the sensor, which is already connected to the Arduino Uno analog A0. Okay, now parallelly, as the sensor is getting as we are getting the reading of the sensor, we also need to observe what's happening in the serial monitor. So such that we are giving a command like serial dot print light sensor reading. So whatever the value it will be taken from the light sensor, that value will be displayed on the serial monitor. Okay, so we are reading the light value. So serial dot print of light value. Okay, so this particular 4 commands or 3 to 4 commands falls under the sensor reading values. Okay, next, coming to the data publish segment. Okay, so we are using an HTTP server, where hypertext transfer protocol server, which is used for data publish. Okay, request and response. So in this particular node-RED flow, we are using HTTP request. So we need to use an IP address of an HTTP server. So here we are considering the IP address like 10.0.0.6 or 10.0.0.6. So this particular character server of this HTTP is considered as the 10.0.0.6, and the port number what we are considering for the HTTP server here is int port is equal to 1880 1880. Okay, so this is with respect to the commands of HTTP, establishing HTTP server of a node-RED. Okay, now coming to the standard functions, we have void setup as well as void loop. Okay, in the void setup we will be having an serial begin with respect to the baud rate. So here the serial dot begin of a baud rate 9600 has been established, and in order to connect to the internet we are using a command like connect to internet. Okay, and coming to the void loop, we have as we are using the HTTP GET request, as soon as the sensor detects the light, a message need to be tweeted in the Twitter account, right? So in order to use that, we are going for a GET request of an HTTP. So do HTTP get command is used in order to fetch that particular message or a data from the sensor. Okay, so these are the, this is has been established under the loop. Okay, so once everything is working fine, we can see the output window, something like that. You can see the connection attempt, as well as if the connection is successful, it will be showing the connection successful. You can see the signal strength, IP address, MAC address, each and everything. And you can also see the light sensor reading 1023 or something like that. If it is connected to the HTTP server, connecting to the server, you can see all these messages: server connected, server started, or HTTP started, HTTP get completed. Whatever the data you have mentioned in the serial monitor, that everything can be shown over there. And at last, you can see sunny outside. There is a message or a payload message with an sunlight value, okay, is displayed in the serial monitor. Same will be displayed in the Twitter as well. Okay, so this is how sunny outside 882, okay, hash IOT. This is a message, or this is a tweet you can see in the Twitter account of the codify things. Okay, so this is how the message will be seen at last. Okay.